Surge in India this week as one storm took more than 2 dozen, terrifying lightning in this part of the world. We've got an animal mystery in New Mexico where migratory birds are dropping like crazy in one of the most extreme events in recent memory. Initial guesses from scientists are a combination of cold weather and wildfire smoke, which changes migration patterns, makes it harder to breathe and survive in the temperature, and then also the insect effect from those has been large as well, taking out a lot of their food. While the mystery is ongoing, and I would also be looking at electromagnetic effects in the atmosphere, NASA does happen to be mapping the carbon monoxide from the California wildfires, and we do actually see a tremendous toxic concentration over the bird death areas from the 11th through the 14th. Moving on. I think I'm going to move here, just live on a giant diamond planet. I will work out the details later, like food, loneliness, cosmic rays, a rocket, and I'll tell you this, I'll be real popular if I make it back. A quick, interesting piece up next about the land so many humans have fought over for centuries. Apparently, we can thank a deposition of dust for that. The region sitting between the often brutal African and Arabian territories was transformed by comparison into a fertile region where our species finally recovered from the desertification of the Sahara and moved into a more life-fitting area. Interesting images up next from ALMA. The look at molecular clouds in space reveals interesting shapes and patterns, most notably the loop-like features at the top of the image on the left. They are noticing high-mass star formation within the colliding regions, and let's complement that with yet another reminder that those are magnetic structures, magnetic motions, and magnetic star formation. ALMA carrying Sophia's torch. Last but not least, veteran observers know we've been screaming Solar Cycle 25 all year. Turns out that's about right. The official cycle flip has now been retroactively judged to have occurred in December 2019. That means it will just be a few more months until the solar power really ramps up sunspot production. They confirm what we've expected them to confirm. Another weak cycle is coming, about the same as Cycle 24 they predict. Now, what this means for timelines is that by this time next year, we'll be well on our way to climbing the curve. We will have seen numerous larger sunspot groups and likely a solid flare or two. The most dangerous times geomagnetically are the peak and declining phases of the cycle, and to review what took us 3 videos to break down earlier this year, given the weaker magnetic field of Earth, it's going to be as though the sun was having a very strong cycle, even if it's not. As our shield fades, it ramps up the chances of adverse events, and here's about where one might put the risks based on what we've already seen smaller space weather produce in Cycle 24. We saw basically plainly weak space weather cause significant effects, and the field is continuing to weaken.